Over some gifts that I have received lately, and also some buys that we made as well. I'm still waiting on one item to come in, which is going to be today. It's for this recliner, for it to it's a cover for it, so when hubby puts it on and we redress the bed and we clear off this whole dresser and everything's put together right, I'm gonna do a nursery tour today, which y'all won't be seeing for probably a minute. I'm trying to, you know, do all of these videos to kind of catch up, because I'm not going to be able to do much, you know, work after everything. So I'm just trying to catch y'all up. So let's go ahead and start with some things that we received as gifts. We did end up getting a wipe warmer. This came from one of my mom's church members had given us this here, and was a little bit unsure about this because I'm like, do I really need that? Is it a necessity? Is there something else that I could probably get that, you know, that I would really need? So I'm not sure yet. We're still debating, but we might go ahead and, you know, just keep it. I don't know, we'll see. So thank you for that. Also, this here came from one of my mom's really good friends, and she also was the one that made the favors as well, and I'm like, wow, like such a blessing. She, out of her own money, her own pocket, last year she was gonna, well, 2 years ago she was gonna make it for the girls, and of course we didn't make it that far. So this year she's like, hey, she's like, I'm gonna go ahead and make the favors. Don't y'all worry about the favors, I'm gonna go ahead and make them. She made a whole bunch because we expected way more people, but it was so much tragedy going on back home, so some people had to go to funerals. It was so much going on. So I still have a few things left, and I said as a matter of fact, I have to grab that because I said I was gonna give it to some of the nurses that was there. It says double mint or something like that, 2 peas in a pod on some gum, something like that. Anyway, she sent these items here. These are some really good bath towels. She said that these are for like when they get a little bit older, because they are very thick and really good. You know, it's really thick, really good and thick. But these are like, what, 4 towels each, so 8 towels. She also got me Daily Moisture Lotion, twin pack Big Things of lotion. This was one of the items that I really wanted as far as name brand. So yeah, she got those. She also had gotten some Johnson & Johnson, and so of course I don't use Johnson & Johnson. So what I did was I went ahead and brought it to Walmart, and they had it there, and they were able to go ahead and just give us a gift card. So that was very helpful. Either way it goes, was helpful. So I thank her for that. The next one are these bibs. They're so cute. It's really earthy type bibs. I like that. It's really nice and just, I don't know, just very earthy. I like them. And it's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on each. Well, it says 5-pack. Duh. The next thing here is, and I'm so out of breath because tomorrow is the due date, which y'all will already have seen pictures on Instagram. Spoon and fork. That way they can hold it, big handle, feed themselves. So it's about 12 months. So a lot of things that she was getting to is like for when they get a little bit older. Even the bib is a little bit longer. And I don't know what size. It don't say, I don't think. Because I wouldn't have to use these right away. Because they're pretty big. yeah, so they'll be able to use those, you know, within the next like 3 to 6 months type deal. So that's perfect. We do have a few of them that's kind of big. So again, I don't think she watches, but I just want to say thanks so much for being a part of everything, from the girls to the boys, and just stepping in, you know, and doing these things from the bottom of your heart. And I know it comes from your heart because each time you right away just stepped up. So thank you so much for that. I'm trying to beat the time. I mean the battery. Oh, I'm so out of breath. That way I can just kind of put some of this stuff up. Let's see. The next items come from Eager Mom. Again, thank you so much for your blessing, and thank you so much for being a blessing to our household. We just love you. We really do. I mean, right now it's just kind of like there's no words to explain the gratefulness that we feel from your love. So thank you so much. So Eager Mom, one of the subbies, had purchased its waterproof liners. So it's a 3-pack. That way I can put, you know, on top of the changing pad, and then also like under the sheets and so forth. I said I was going to put 2 under there for where they normally sleep. This right here is, I think this is a sheet for the bed, I think. Yeah, fitted sheet. Yeah, fitted sheet. I believe that's what this one is. Yeah. Okay, yeah, fitted sheet. So it's a zigzag, but gray and white. Thank you so much. And then we have 2 for the pack and play yard. We had no sheets. I completely forgot to add on Amazon sheets for the pack and play, because I mean, we might even pull that in here, and that way they can be closer to the bed. Also, when we go down back home and spend some time with my parents, that's going to be our travel, you know, sleeper for them. But we had no, we had no fitted sheets for the play yard. So thank you so much for that. So thank you for that. And it's so crazy because as soon as I got ready to order, I placed my order, and then that's when I received a message that said that I had something on the way or something like that. I was like, oh goodness. And it was pretty much almost the exact same to some extent, but not really. So again, I did get the pack and play sheets as well. You can never have enough of these because they spit up, they pee, and every so, you know. This one here is a jersey crib sheet. Yeah, a jersey crib sheet. It's in gray. This is for the bed as well. And then I got some as well for the padding. So yeah, that's a blessing. So we have, you know, enough to, before we would need to kind of, you know, wash them. You know, to wash them right away. And then last, what I purchased is what I almost forgot, which are these. They changed these here. So I know a lot of people's like, oh, those are not good. They actually changed them. It's new. Where on the sides, the sides of the bag are not as thin where milk can leak. It's thicker. And also these right here are where you can actually fit like around the pump, and then you can pump directly into the bag if you don't need that milk right away. So I thought that was pretty neat. It's I think 100 bags. I do have to count and see, because I know somebody was saying they got gypped some bags. So I'm definitely going to look into that, but I definitely needed that. So that's, oh Lord, blessings, just blessings on top of blessings. I just thank y'all so much. So last but not least, I want to show y'all what we purchased today for Mr. LeBron, because we want to do a gift, you know, from his brothers, from us, because he's been such a big helper with helping me just bring stuff in here, moving stuff. He's been such a big helper, and I want to show him how much we appreciate him, you know, for doing the things he do. You know, he'll come and, like, when I get ready to do all this and throw these boxes away or trash, I'll say, LeBron, you know, he'll come, you need help again and this and that, anything else you need? Like, he's never pouted, he's never caught an attitude or nothing like that. And I just feel like, you know, other than my love, I want to show him appreciation. So that's the reason why we did go ahead and get some items. So the first thing from us, he has been talking about these battle things for the longest, and so we got him 2, so that way him and his dad can battle each other. But it's called Beyblade Burst. He was calling it Battle Blade Burst, but this is them right here. This is going to be from us. So that's going to be from us, so that we'll have in a bag. And I want to make it look like it's a lot, you know, I want to make it look like it's a lot and so forth. So yeah, that's for him. And then we got a gift each from his brothers to him, saying thank you for being a big brother and thank you for loving us, you know, ahead of time and so much. That makes me almost emotional to even think about it, because he was so ready for these babies, you know, for his sisters, and then for that to happen, and then he has, you know, the brothers on the way. He's so excited, you know, and it just, you know, he does so much to make sure they're okay. He checks on me, you know, and sometimes I don't have that time at that moment to really show him I appreciate him and stuff, you know, so it does make me a little bit emotional, just, you know, going out the way to making sure that he's okay and he's happy and that he's not feeling any kind of way, you know, and so forth. Even though he's so excited about his brothers, I don't want him to feel like that's all that we talk about all day long, you know, so it does make me a little bit emotional because he's been such a big helper. Like I said, he never ever, now hubby will catch an attitude before he catches an attitude, and he'll come, and it's not so much about, you know, he feel like he would get in trouble, but he comes and then he asks, anything else you need me to do today, or did you need some help with this, mama? Or, you know, like if I say, you know, LeBron, can you go and run and get me, you know, a water, or go get me, I call it Milky, but it's called Boost. I said, LeBron, can you go run and get me one? Yes, ma'am. He'll go and do that within seconds. He'll stop playing, stop his movie. Like, he just has the most sweetest, you know, heart. He has a very big heart. And so I definitely wanted to make sure that I went and got him something. Also, I found out that the hospital that I'm delivering at, they said that whenever I'm back to myself and we're good, I can call the cafe and I can order a sibling cake, and it's just for him, and it's free. And I was like, really? They told me that at pre-op, and they were like, yeah, you just ask for a sibling cake and they'll bring one, you know, for him or whatever. And I was like, wow, that'll make him feel even more special. So anyway, let me go ahead before I get to crying and everything else. We got him these 2. So one's gonna be from Levi, and one's gonna be from Levi, and one's gonna be from Lenix. So there's the Spider-Man. He needed more action figures and stuff, so we're gonna go ahead and give him that. I'm gonna put that in the bag, you know, like I said, to make it last a lot, take care of him. And then we just got him this water bottle. It was at Walmart for 88 cents for when he go to PE. He can tell the difference between his and others. And that's it. And just pour his water in here. It says camo is my favorite color, but it's the only boy they had. Everything else was pink and purple with smiley faces and peace signs. It was just so girly. And like I said, they always have stuff for girls. So we got this. It was 88 cents. So if you go to Walmart, if your child needs like a water bottle or something, they're only 88 cents, you know, whatever. And yeah, so we'll wash that in the dishwasher and have that prepared for him. Yeah, so we got that. Other than that, that is it. Like I said, once we get everything together, I'm gonna do a nursery thingy. And hubby got a couple of things that he had to take care of once he get home. He had to go fill out his paperwork at work, and we had to go register him this morning for school. Well, he's already registered, but we had to go and submit his like emergency card and stuff like that, and get the paperwork, because next week will be when he has what is it called, it's kind of like we call it like a Falcon Fest or something like that. And basically he'll get to meet his teacher and, you know, get information about his teacher and stuff like that, and whatever else. So hopefully I'm feeling good within a week to go, because I really want to be his teacher. I like to have that first impression so they know who I am, what I'm about, what I expect of them, what I expect from LeBron for them, and that we are a team, and that, you know, I'm always here if she needs me. So I like to pass that message on. Hubby is not that same manner. Oh, hey, how you doing? And that would be kind of it. Me, no, I want you to know that I'm his mom, you're his teacher, we both have our places. However, we need to make sure we stay together to keep him going and to keep him on the right path. So that's why I like to, you know, meet with them and stuff like that. Other than that, we have everything, y'all. Like, we are, it's like ready, set, go type deal. And so, yeah. Also, what the world? Also, my brother had his baby on yesterday, so last night actually. They had their baby girl. Her name is Aviva, and he watches these videos every now and then, but if he's watching on this one here, congrats brother and sister-in-law on their bundle of joy. And she's being spoiled already. And we were already pretty close. We were like, her original date that was given, because she had to have a C-section as well, her date was the 21st, and then mine became the 31st. So we were already like 10 days apart. And so then mine moved up, and then she started having contractions as well, which were like 10 minutes apart. Then it became 8 minutes apart, and knowing that she had to have a C-section, they didn't want to risk anything. So yeah, so cousins are going to be really close in age. Which my niece, the oldest niece, and LeBron, they're the same age. They're about 6 months apart, but they're the same age. She'll turn 7 come October. So they're the same age. They play well together. So anyway, yeah, so big congratulations to them, and I'm glad that everybody's, you know, healthy and happy. And other than that, that is it, guys. We are getting everything, you know, everything's already packed, but we're getting the car seats put in all the way correctly, so we got to do that. We have to be at the hospital for 6:30, and the surgery's at 8:30. So we'll be hearing some crying by 9 o'clock, hopefully. We'll be hearing some crying and stuff. So again, y'all would have already seen them, and y'all would have already seen pictures and so forth by the time this video go up. So again, remember, stay connected to Instagram. That's where everything is at. So I'm gonna go ahead and get off of this here, and I will be talking with y'all later. Again, thank y'all so much for everything. So much for everything. The prayers, the love, the gifts, the friendships, the family that we all have here, you know. So thank y'all so much. I'm very anxious. I'm very, very anxious, and it could be just, you know, I am do a vlog together this afternoon to kind of, you know, express our emotions. He's so excited. He's like over the moon, like, oh my God, he's starting to get goofy on me. I told you I was gonna start getting goofy. But anyway, it's such a blessing, though. It really is. So I'm gonna go ahead and get a couple of things done right now. I'm washing towels for my parents. They're coming later on. I guess this evening, I'm trying to get, you know, everything ready for them. And that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. And hubby got to do the rest, because I can't be on my feet like that. I don't want to go into labor today when I know I'm doing the morning. So I definitely had a lot of contractions last night, and they were not fun. They were getting stronger and stronger, and that's exactly what the app says, which is kind of creepy. And I was up all night worrying about, you know, my brother and his wife and his baby, and I was just like, because it was so much going on, and so I was constantly, I was constantly looking at my phone, waiting for updates, all kind of stuff, and I was just like drifting off. Finally fell asleep, woke up choking. I was coughing because I had my sinus drainage, and I was choking. Drunk some water, and I had contraction at the same time. Now I thought maybe I have to use the restroom. I, you know, went and used the restroom. I came back, you know, checking my phone again. It was just too much. It was just too much. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all go. Again, be looking out for more videos, and yeah, I will talk to y'all later. Bye.
my instincts is just telling me for me to tell you to follow your gut. And I said, you know, if your gut is the same as mine, you know, like your gut feeling is the same as mine, where, you know, that you rather be proactive, you know, like what's